Welcome to Joy in Our Town. I'm your host, Zachary Bigley, and we got something special for you today. Our guest is Pastor Paul Gourdine, and he's with Engage Christian Church. Thanks so much for being with us.
Pleasure's mine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, Engage Christian Church, you guys got several different outreaches. One of them is geared towards the homeless population or community, and you guys have this Sock It To Me drive. Is that right? Let's start there talking about that.
Sure. Well, Sock It To Me drive originally emerged through our observing that in the cold winter months, you'd find some kids walking around with no socks on.
Wow.
And when my wife saw it, it broke her heart. And she said, we need to do something about this. So after exploring it, I discovered that Montgomery Public School System had a rather large amount of homeless kids in the school system, in the area of 3,000 to 4,000.
Wow.
And so what we decided to do, we were gonna get them some socks, and it turned from brand new socks to brand new underwears and t-shirts, and it moved from underwear and t-shirts to getting adults, both male and female. And this year we raised about 2,000 pair of brand new socks, underwear, and t-shirts. The kind people of the River Region area pulling together, stopping by our location on McGee Road right next to the post office, and dropping off socks and underwear and t-shirts. And Southern Baptist Association, some of the churches in that association donating socks and things along that line. So we were able to give the children's socks to the school system. We were able to go to some of the shelters for men and women and provide underwear, brand new underwear and t-shirts to them to be able to demonstrate the love of Christ through our hands and actions.
That's so awesome. I didn't realize that there was that many kids that were homeless.
Most people don't.
Wow.
Here's the reality. One of the realities is that Montgomery does have a homeless population, but they are pushed to the fringes. And so it's going to take us being intentional about our efforts to reach those who are hungry, those who are naked. And what better way to start than with children? If the parents have enough intentionality to get their child to school, then we, as the surrounding body of faith, should work through the system to see how we can help and impact to make sure that those kids who are trying to move to a place where they can change the family dynamics.
That's right.
And so I think it behooves us as Christians to not only give somebody a book bag, not only try to buy them some toys, but how do we meet the basic necessities? And it starts with our kids. If our kids are truly the hope for tomorrow and the dreams of yesterday, then we're going to have to make that intentional effort. And it broke my heart, man.
Wow.
It broke my heart to see. I have a 6, I have a 9 and 11-year-old, and to know that there are kids my kids' age that are suffering, and it's something simple that we can do. And so this is our 3rd year doing the Sock It To Me sock drive, and we'll do it every year.
Is it just during the winter months, or is it ongoing, or how do you guys do it?
Well, right now it's just during the winter months. There are a plethora of other things that we're planning to roll out in succession. This was one of the first things that my wife thought about, and she was the one that actually came up with the name Sock It To Me.
Yeah, that's good.
But it was our way of saying, hey, we want to help.
That's right.
We don't want to take away your dignity, but we want to do it. So we do it through the school system because the school system has a system already built up with the names. They can identify them, and they can give them things without the family feeling embarrassed.
Good. Partnering with the community, a system that's already set up.
Right.
You're just learning to help meet a need.
Right. Now,
that's awesome.
Because my personal belief, and I think you share the same thing, but that the church is called to be the pulse reader of a community, city, or state.
That's good.
As we put our hands to its pulse, as a spiritual physician, we can say, this is where you're hurting.
That's good.
This is where you're sick. Whether it's a sin issue, whether it's a social issue, whether it is some type of ill that has impregnated our society and causing our society to act outside of the demands of God to love your neighbor as yourself. Then when we see this, we can do one of 3 things. We can utilize the resources we have on hand. We can partner with those in the community who have the same like passion.
Yes, sir.
Or we can be that sounding board and voice that says, hey, we need to pay attention to this. And so I think that's all we're aiming to do in the little portion of the garden that we're located in. We know we're not large enough to save the city, but in our area, we want to be the one that works hard in the ground that's been entrusted in our care to make the biggest impact possible.
Being a steward of what God's given to you. I like it. Now, so those 3,000, and we'll move on to some more stuff, but just quickly, have you guys got a good response from the Sock It To Me program?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, we've had people who either want to come and help pack or organize by sizes. We have people who write checks. We have individuals that we've never met before, but we'll have the box. We've had the box outside, and they'll come and drop the box off, or drop packs of socks and underwear and T-shirts.
And where are you guys? Where can they drop that stuff off at?
We're 2877 McGehee Road.
Okay.
It's the old McGee Road Baptist Church, which is now the new location of Engaged Christian Church.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But so we've had people actively doing things along that line for us to be able to do that. And so we're excited and we're thankful that as we voice and vocalize the need, God touches the heart of individuals and they move into action.
That's right.
So to help us meet that need that's been identified.
I like it. People partnering with you as a church, y'all partnering with the school system partnering with the
right.
It's all connected.
Right.
I like
right.
it. Now, along the same lines of reaching children and young people, y'all also have another outreach at Jeff Davis High School.
Right. Now, one of our members and someone I affectionately call my adopted dad here in Montgomery, Colonel Ed Brown. He started a program. It's called the CARES Academy.
CARES Academy?
Yeah, it's part of the CARES mentoring movement, which was founded by Susan Taylor and Thomas Dortch. Susan Taylor is the former editor of Essence magazine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so this program is designed, and the pilot starts at Jeff Davis. It's specifically starting with the football team, but it's designed to help develop character and integrity and set positive male or female role models in front of the students who are professional, who have a passion. And so right now, we are partnered as a church and through that organization he's getting ready to develop what we call the CARES Pod. The CARES Pod would contain 3 mentors who commit to a certain time frame. We'll provide the training for mentors, and we'll provide either the object lesson or an opportunity for mentoring to take place, and they would partner together to handle a small group of kids. Our goal is to push this to other schools and to other organizations that have kids, or create opportunities for parents who realize that their kid needs someone, but at the same time, we want to provide opportunities within the school's framework, maybe at a lunchtime, do a lunch and learn, or a motivational moment where we bring someone in from the outside who has a 10, 15-minute motivational talk. Maybe they can talk about their profession, talk about their struggle, and encourage the kids to push forward. And that comes alongside of something that I believe will spin out of that. There's a friend of mine who's in Detroit, and he has a program called Emmy that I'm planning on bringing here. It's an acronym for Encourage Me, I'm Young.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
I like that.
So for us, we want to focus on taking that same model and target kids who are struggling. When I say struggling academically, unfortunately in the school system, not being successful with your grades has become more popular than being successful with your grades.
Kind of sweep it under the rug in a sense. Sure.
And so the only way that we can turn the tide back on that is through using this CARES Academy and bringing other ideas from other people into this area so that we can begin to encourage our kids while they're young and bring mentors alongside of them to push them when they hit those roadblocks in life.
And even from the mentor's perspective, we should, as we grow and mature in the things of God or just business or whatever the field we're in, should be looking to leave a legacy.
Right.
What better way for a local businessman in the River region to pour back into this next generation?
Right.
They may become the next president of their company. It's right here in our community.
Right.
So that's a great opportunity.
Right. And I think that this is this is how the church is supposed to function.
Good.
It shouldn't just be we celebrate on Sunday and
Right.
our hands are empty Monday through Saturday. but we need to be creative in our approach to ministry and look at how we can partner with other businesses. When we assumed the location in December, one of the first things I did was I did a luncheon for the business owners around us. I pulled everyone in, and my goal was to find out what are your needs,
Good.
and then what are your social expectations and responsibilities or goals you want to accomplish in this community.
Wow.
And how can we partner together to help you accomplish those social goals that tie into our church's vision, while at the same time, how can you partner with us to help us reach more
That's right.
souls and change the family dynamic
That's right.
of this area.
That's right.
We're looking for a holistic approach, and the only way that happens is when the business sector partners with the social sector, and the social sector partners with the school sector, and the school sector partners with the community.
That's it.
And if the church needs to be the impetus that takes the lead to ensure that even if there are public locations that have been closed where kids don't have a function, if we have the whole community focused in an area, we can open up something for our kids.
Yes.
We can develop something where they can be safe,
Yep.
where we can grow them up,
That's right.
where we can teach them how to manage their anger,
Yeah.
where we can provide training and job opportunities, internships in our own community.
I like it.
If we decide to partner together and make something happen where great seeds can be planted in fertile ground, where we grow up responsible, God-loving,
Yes.
God-fearing Christian citizens
That's
that
right.
take the lead in our community.
And they don't always know the next employee, the next president
Right.
it could be right here.
Right.
In the next 30, maybe 35 seconds, as we wrap this up, what are some final thoughts you want to leave with us?
Well, I want to initiate a challenge. If you're a business owner,
Okay.
if you're a professional, if you're someone who has a passion, if you're someone who has a dream, and have the ability to articulate that, I dare you to come join us in our Academy Pod. I dare you to tie your resources with your passion and let us lay out a strategic roadmap through Engage Christian Church so that we can impact our community, so we can impact your community.
That's right.
So that our short hands can become longer because your hands have connected with ours. So
I like
in the
it.
words of the song, so we can reach out and touch somebody's
Come on
hand
now.
and make this world a better place, not if we can,
That's right.
because we can. And I think that God has put us in a position strategically that through the CARES Academy, through Dr. Brown taking the lead, through our church becoming a force, connecting the dots and laying out a strategic roadmap, that we can see a real difference, that the violence in Montgomery can decline,
Cease.
and all it
wrap
takes
up.
is touching
That's
and
right.
agreeing, just like you and I did.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter your color.
That's right.
Because if we cut each other, we bleed the same.
Yeah.
And both of us were saved by the same blood that washed our
Come on
own
now.
sins away.
Come on.
That means that we brothers and sisters, because
You're
we're
right.
kinfolk.
You're right. We
got
got to wrap
different
up. You're getting to preaching good. But thank you so much for tuning in. You've been watching Joy in Our Town. I'm your host, Zachary Bigley. Have a great day.